Next up, we have a treat for our listening audience. The cast of the Broadway play Betrayal here to share a slice of the Harold Pinter classic with us tonight. Tom Hiddleston, Zawe Ashton, and Charlie Cox. Thanks y'all so much for joining us. What you doing? What you doing tonight? Something from the play, one assumes.
Yeah, there's something. We thought we might do scene 4 from Betrayal by Harold Pinter. And just to set this up, the scene takes place in the middle of the play, smack bang in the middle, and I play Robert, a publisher, whose wife is Emma, a gallerist, and Robert's best friend, Jerry, who's a literary agent. But at this point in the play, the audience know that Jerry and Emma have been having an affair. And the conceit is, Pinter's genius is that in this scene, the audience know that Robert knows, and that Jerry doesn't know that Robert knows. And Jerry has come to visit Robert and Emma at their house in the evening. Emma, Jerry is here.
Who?
Jerry.
I'll be down.
Cheers.
Cheers.
She's just putting Ned to bed. I should think he'll be off in a minute.
Off where?
Dreamland.
Oh, yes. How is your sleep these days?
What?
Do you still have bad nights? With Ned, I mean.
Oh, I see. Well, no. No, actually. But it's getting better. You know what they say?
What?
They say boys are worse than girls.
Worse?
Babies. They say boy babies cry more than girl babies.
Do they?
You didn't find that to be the case?
Yes, I think we did. Did you?
Yes. What do you make of it? Why do you think that is?
Well, I suppose boys are more anxious.
Boy babies?
Yes.
What the hell are they anxious about? At their age, do you think?
Well, facing the world, I suppose. Leaving the womb, all that.
What about girl babies? They leave the womb too.
That's true. It's also true no one talks much about girl babies leaving the womb, do they?
I'm prepared to do so.
I see. Well, what have you got to say?
I was asking you a question.
What was it?
Well, why do you assert that boy babies find leaving the womb more of a problem than girl babies?
Have I made such an assertion?
You went on to make a further assertion to the effect that boy babies are more anxious about facing the world than girl babies.
Do you yourself believe that to be the case?
I do, yes.
Why do you think it is?
I have no answer.
Do you think it might have something to do with the difference between the sexes?
Good God, you're right. That must be it.
Hello. Surprise.
I was having tea with Casey,
Where?
just round the corner.
I thought he lived in Hampstead or somewhere.
You're out of date.
Am I?
He's left Susanna. He's living alone round the corner.
Oh.
Writing a novel about a man who leaves his wife and 3 children and goes to live alone on the other side of London to write a novel about a man who leaves his wife and 3 children.
I hope it's better than the last one.
The last one. Ah, the last one. Wasn't that the one about the man who lived in a big house in Hampstead with his wife and 3 children, writing a novel
Why
about...
didn't you like it?
I've told you, actually.
I think it's the best thing he's written.
It may be the best thing he's written, but it's still bloody dishonest.
Dishonest? In what way dishonest?
I've told you, actually.
Have you?
Yes, she has. Once when we were all having dinner, I remember. You, me, Emma, and Judith. Where was it? Emma gave a dissertation over the pudding about dishonesty in Casey, with reference to his last novel, Drying Out. It was most stimulating. Judith had to leave, unfortunately, in the middle of it for her night shift at the hospital. How is Judith, by the way?
Very well.
When are we going to play squash?
Nah, you're too good.
Not at all. I'm not good at all. I'm just fitter than you.
Yes, but why? Why are you fitter than me?
Because I play squash.
Oh, you're playing? Regularly? With whom?
Casey, actually.
Casey. Good Lord, what's he like?
He's a brutally honest squash player. No, really, we haven't played for years. We must play. You were rather good.
Yes, I was quite good. All right, I'll give you a ring.
Why don't you?
We'll make a date.
Right.
Must do that.
Then I'll take you to lunch.
No, I'll take you to lunch.
The man who wins buys the lunch.
Can I watch?
What?
Why can't I watch? And then take you both to lunch.
Well, to be brutally honest, we wouldn't actually want women around, would we, Jerry? I mean, a game of squash isn't simply a game of squash. It's rather more than that. You see, first there's the game. And then there's the shower. And then there's the pint, and then there's lunch. After all, you've been at it. You've had your battle. And what you want is your pint and your lunch. You really don't want a woman buying you lunch. You don't actually want a woman within a mile of the place. Any of the places, really. You don't want her in the squash court. You don't want her in the shower, or the pub, or the restaurant. You see, at lunch, you want to talk about squash. Or cricket. Or books. Or even women. With your friend, and be able to warm to your theme without fear of improper interruption. That's what it's all about. What do you think, Jerry?
I haven't played squash for years.
Well, let's play next week.
Can't next week. I'm in New York.
Are you?
I'm going over with one of my more celebrated writers, actually.
Who?
Casey. Someone wants to film that novel of his you didn't like. We're going over to discuss it. It was a question of them coming over here or us going over there. Casey thought he deserved the trip.
What about you?
What?
Do you deserve the trip?
Judith going.
No. He can't go alone. We'll have that game of squash when I get back. A week. Or at the most 10 days.
Lovely.
Bye.
Charlie Cox, Zawe Ashton, and Tom Hiddleston with a scene from Harold Pinter's play Betrayal. Catch it on Broadway now, later tonight, actually. The second show today for them until December 8th. You're listening to Live from Here.